Hey everybody. So I told you guys yesterday that I would be out for the majority of today's class period. I'm not going very far. I'll be in Miss Kubota's class a couple of doors down, so please be on your best behavior. Miss Duel is going to be taking over for me today. She is very capable and caring of helping you guys out, so don't hesitate to ask her for some help if you need it. But for today's warm-up, remember you guys get about 7 to 10 minutes, and I'll stamp when I come back at the end of the period, so please have this ready. I want you to answer this question. So what kind of things make up your identity? So write about 5 to 7 complete sentences to respond to this question and include things like your name, your race, ethnicity, nationality, things that you like to do, websites that you really are fond of, any images or pictures that make up who you are, products, brands, clothings, videos, an important date, places you might feel connected to. Okay, there's a lot of things that make us who we are. And so after you are done with that, go ahead and take out your article that we have been reading this week. It's called Choose Your Own Identity by Bonnie Sui. Okay, so you should have finished reading and annotating this already, because today what you are going to be doing after you finish your warm-up is you're going to be writing that short written response. I do want this to be typed. The assignment is already on Google Classroom, so just go ahead and log on to our Google Classroom, and there is a document right there that you can write on, and that you can just click turn in at the top and turn in when you are finished. But your task is to write a 3-paragraph response on this question right here. So what does the author, Bonnie Sui, say about her identity? And you're going to use quotes, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. And then what about your identity? So this is basically how I want you to structure your short written response. I want you to have an introduction paragraph in which you are going to introduce the article, as well as any definitions, I forgot a D, about race, ethnicity, nationality, identity, power, privilege, etc., etc. So really any of these words that you're going to be using in your response, you have to introduce them in this paragraph, okay? Because you can't just like pop them in the middle of your response without telling me what those mean or how you see those words playing out in her, in the brief summary of the article. In the second paragraph, you're going to form a claim and support this one with evidence, those quotes that I'm talking about. So make sure that you have those paragraphs numbered in your copy of the article. And then finally, a conclusion. You're going to sum up your points, so everything that you said, especially everything that you said here to respond to this question, and talk about your identity, okay? Connect yourself to what Bonnie Sui has been saying about identity. And those of you guys that were not here on Friday when we talked about the definitions of race, ethnicity, nationality, identity, etc., please see. I haven't had any of you guys come see me after school to make these up, but find a friend who was here and, get these from them. Okay, because we went through nationality, we went through race, we went through ethnicity, and they all have different meanings and different connotations. We even watched a short video on what these mean. We talked about assumptions and what I mean by aspects, etc., etc. So find a friend that you can talk to and you can get the notes from them, or come see me after school to get the notes from me. But your introduction is going to look something like this. I want you to include the title of the article, the author of the article, the genre, and in this case, if you look right above the title where it says Choose Your Own Identity, it says it's an essay. You can either call it an essay or an article. And then a brief summary. Your summary should be about 2 to 3, if not more, sentences long, because this is a 2-page article. And so my example for you would be in Bonnie Sui's essay, Choose Your Own Identity, she talks about identity and it means, etc., etc. Okay, notice that this would not be the end of my sentence, because right here, that would be my summary. Okay, But at the very least, you need to have these these 4 things, and a summary. And then don't forget that in your introduction, I also want you to include any definitions of words that you will be using. And then for your evidence for that second paragraph, remember you're going to answer this question: what did the author say about their identity, or what does the author say about her identity? And so whatever it is that you're going to say, okay, like, oh, Bonnie Sui says that, identity means X, Y, and Z. So you have to start it off something like this. And you don't have to use these, but you may. So you can say, according to Bonnie Sui, and you'll say, she says blah, 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 blah. And then that would be in paragraph number whatever. So this right here, especially if you're not using these quotation marks to directly copy it from the article just as it was, this is called a paraphrase. So you can put it in your own words, but you still have to cite it, because these aren't your ideas. These are Bonnie Sui's ideas. And if you don't cite it, if you don't say where you got it from, then that's considered plagiarism. And we'll talk more about that throughout the quarter. You can also say in paragraph number whatever Sui says, and then write it directly as it was in the article, and then you can also do it like this. So according to paragraph number whatever, and then write it again directly from the article into your essay. Okay, make sure you are explaining these quotes. Don't just put random quotes in, because then it looks like you're just trying to take up space, and you're not really understanding the article. So just please do your best. This is going to be due before you guys leave today. We've been working on this all week. We've had conversations about it. Some of you guys haven't been here, but that is why you guys need to make sure that you are getting here, so that you don't miss all this valuable instruction and you don't fall behind. So I should be back within the last 10 minutes of class. So I'll be checking up on you guys with this, as well as your warm-up. Please be on your best behavior, and make sure you are staying on task. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys soon.